Hi, this is Pop Angelo. You're hearing the sounds of a boomer, a round-shouldered Southern Jumbo Gibson, a 1964, which I bought in 1965. I've been playing it all my life. The only thing I've changed about it is the peanut tuners, which I never liked. I put these Grovers on it some time ago. For much of the life of this guitar, I played heavy strings, which I don't even know if they make anymore. They used to run like, I think, 14 to 60, which is quite a size. And I used a heavy pick, and I pounded this baby, and this guitar was exposed to strange and unnatural things. Being thrown in the trunk in the middle of the winter, taken out in the most humid weather. It has survived everything, and it sounds great. It's still my finest guitar in terms of a full voice. It's the first cousin of a J-45, the J-50. Same body type, different color, different markings on it, but the same materials. It's a great guitar. This has been my primary player most of my life, and it's got wear. It's got some things on it. You'll hear jiggling in all my guitars. I leave the little nubs inside so they'll roll around and catch lint and dust balls and whatnot. Every now and then I stick a magnet down there and pull them out. After a lot of years of playing heavy strings on it, I converted to medium strings, and then I dropped down to light and sometimes even custom lights. Now my playing style has changed a lot. My fingers are old. I have arthritis a lot. My fingers are worn out. My fingers are worn out. I use my hands for so many things in art and different things, repairs and carpentry that I do to maintain my property. So I've lost a lot of my dexterity. I was never very much of a guitarist in my own estimation, because I've known some really great guitarists. In fact, on Vandalism, and of course YouTube, I'm speaking of Vandalism because that's kind of like our home. On Vandalism, there are a few people that when I listen to, I just say, no, wow, that's a guitarist. They're really a fantastic player. And there's a fleet of people that I really admire. And there are lots of people I think we kind of have mutual respect for each other, admiration, so forth. I very carefully have spent a lot of time analyzing picks and strings and different compounds to clean guitars with. And when I have my own preferences about a lot of things. When I buy a guitar, I usually file a little bit. I file down the frets. I oil, I polish, I do a lot of polish. I like to get rid of any hard edges on the guitar. So I might even use steel wool or very, very fine sandpaper, emery of some kind. In some cases, I've taken glosses off the face of the guitar because I don't like it, and I think it hinders the sound of the guitar. Many guitars are made with too much lacquer or whatever materials they use to put a finish on, because there's a couple of different materials they use now. Some of them are synthetic. But I'm very big on maintaining and having like a Zen relationship to my instruments. That's really true. This is the guitar I played most of my life, and then a few years back I went into a guitar shop, and instead of just buying strings, I bought another guitar, and then another guitar, then another guitar. Now I fix them, I trade them, I do a lot of things. I've got quite a few instruments. I love them. I'm going to show you the pick I use, or the size of a pick. I like these because I have very square fingers. See, my fingers are very square. So I can't use very delicate little picks. And the weight of this is a medium. I use heavy picks on my slide guitar. And on sometime if I'm playing a big jumbo outdoors, I might use a heavy pick. But normally I use a medium pick. Occasionally I'll use a light pick with a parlor guitar or something like that. But I'm a very hard player by nature. So I can, in a sitting, I can break 2, 3, 4, 5 picks easily by the natural way that I play, at a jam session or a concert, whatever. I use only bronze strings. I use the Dario strings. Some people have asked me that question. The Dario complete blondes, no nickel at all. The bronze is important because I have very high acid in my fingertips, and I'll turn the fingerboard, the frets, and the strings completely black because of this the acid content of my fingertips. Now it's important to note that. It's important to use what works best for you. Some of you people I watch when you play, and you've got eloquent fingers that dance on the strings. You can do all kinds of things. When I was younger, my hands were much more agile, and I had much better dexterity. Now I'm kind of getting to the stage where a lot of things don't work as well as I would like them to. As I say over and over again, I do not consider myself much of a guitarist. There are far too many people I've met, known, or watched that I say a person's fantastic. I'm probably a medium or midland guitarist at best. My vocal ability is limited. I have a limited range. And I don't see myself as a extremely talented person, but I work hard at most of the things I do. I've known many people that I'd say, boy, that's a talented person. I've learned a lot of tricks about guitar, things that can create interesting variations. Most people don't concentrate enough on learning strums, and strumming should be approached like it's percussion. If you want to know how to strum, watch a drummer, and I truly mean that. Most people only have one strum or a couple. I have a variety of strums. I have a variety of fingerings. I have a variety of finger picking methods that I use. And even the place where, a good guitarist knows this, but the place where you strum on the guitar can be very, very important because very different voicing. How you hold the guitar, how you turn the guitar, the side of the guitar. The fact that you go out and buy a $3,000 Martin or Gibson does not necessarily means that you'll make great music or you'll project great music. There's other things that can create that. I'm proud of the fact that I've taken, in some cases, very inexpensive guitars and done certain things to them and completely improved their ability to play, the fingering, the projection of the guitar. And I've done that by experimenting with lesser expensive guitars and observing a lot of things about the guitar, studying the construction of guitars. And, they're very much like a suspension bridge in many ways, in which what holds them together and what prevents them from singing and how they achieve voices. And a lot of you know this. You can go out and spend the same money on two guitars that have the same name, the same size, shape, everything about them exactly the same, and still end up with two very different instruments, which is very good to know. The name brand guarantees nothing. As far as I'm concerned. And I've seen some real anomalies in my life. Guitars that were very expensive, that were not impressive at all to play or hear, and guitars that were totally inexpensive. And they were very impressive to hear, and you say, boy, that's amazing what that is and what it sounds like. And then, of course, ultimately, it's what you're doing with the instrument that will decide whether or not people enjoy hearing you play or whether or not you'll enjoy playing. I don't experience guitar on the highest level of musical theory. A lot of things about me are intuitive. I learn intuitively, I speak intuitively, I think intuitively, and I play intuitively. So I've fallen into this method of writing songs, as some of you know. I don't write them actually, I create songs while I'm on camera, like this. Just as right now I'm speaking to you, and I'm not prepared in any way beyond the fact that I knew I wanted to say some things to you. When I picked up my Gibson told me that I should talk about it a little bit. If you buy a good guitar as your first guitar, this is for early people, younger people. If you buy a good guitar, I don't mean a great expensive guitar filled with fads or all your favorite players, but a good guitar. This was a good guitar. Not a great guitar, but this was a good guitar when I bought it. It's been with me all my life. It's been a real companion. It's my sister. In many ways, and I love her dearly. And she's been good to me. Boy, has she been good to me. I'm going to see what I can make up for you now. She's got a good honky-tonk sound to her. Excited about it. Then you came along, broke my heart. Now I sing songs. Used to be here so excited about everything I knew. Then I let loose and I let you go. I wish you'd go away once and for all. Wish you'd go away and stop haunting me. I hate to be so excited by life. I looked at life straight in the eye. Come on now, leave me alone, won't you do? I could live a million years without you. Used to feel so into, till I got myself tasting the blues. Now it's gone, everything seems so small. Oh, you're breaking my heart, and her life seems so small. Hope it was worth it. Thank you very much for your time. Papa Angelo here. Thanks for being so good to me.